Okay. Yeah, I mean, geez, that sounds brutal. Sorry. Battle. Yeah, just, I think it does say a lot, or hopefully to the players especially. Just, we've had these 2 doubleheaders, didn't have any doubleheaders last year, and we've certainly not played up to our standard by any means. I say that in a politically correct way. But to answer back and play so excellent in the second game of post-ugliness, I think should tell our guys that there's a level that we probably haven't maybe got to yet, but that's what also you're 7 games in. You're not really, it's not indicative of exactly where you are, but just a tremendous job by us offensively, throwing the first punch, handling the punch, even though, obviously we could have gotten out of that second. Just uncharacteristic for Stubbs to just kind of get a little sped up there, especially 8-9. It's a 3-1 game after the double play. But that being said, Crotchfeld and Alonzo were incredible, executing pitches, throwing with mass conviction. And that's why there were 7, zeros after there. We just have to be better as a whole, and I don't know if your statement's more on the weekend, but we just got to be better. We give up way too many goose eggs to give up runs in bunches, and to me that means you get sped up a little bit. So we have to improve on that, and we will. We gotta be students of our own players and figure out how we're going to minimize some of those things. And I know that we will. We always have. We always will. We got to be really good about self-coaching our players and players obviously doing the same thing and just making some adjustments.
How good was it to see Blake get one out after him kind of having a bit of a slow start?
I thought it was huge for him. I mean, I think he got very motivated that last game. There was a lot of energy from the other side after the beatdown they put, and I think that plays into his mojo, and he maybe needed a little mojo to get himself going, and he certainly made the swing that, look, in the end, we needed to start that game off well. We can sit there and look at the scoreboard, know what happened in the top half of the second, but the reality is just setting that tone that we can go out here and throw the first punch like we wanted to, like we spoke of. Blake doing that was huge for us and played pivotal as we look at the final score.
Jabe gets his first bomb. I know he's been kind of in and out of the lineup, but definitely a talented hitter that you guys added to the team this year.
Yeah, I thought he had a really good week. If you look at it, had the base hit against the really good, young lefty over there, Miss State, Kirk. Had the really, big sac fly on Friday night. As I said, Friday night, that game was a close game. Look at 3-1 game in the 7th inning with, runner on for them. Like, it's a close game. And he had given us a sac fly with 1 out that we needed. And today, you look at the HBP, you look at obviously the home run to what was didn't know at the time, but it ended up being the difference maker, making it 5-4. Big for him. He's got a special juice in the bat, and so we need him to be good. We need him to be disciplined to the strike zone.
I touched with this with Campbell a little bit when I was talking to him earlier. What was the talk going from the first game into the second game when y'all in between both those games?
I don't know if this is the setting for what the actual talk was, but it should be, it's not our standard, it's just not good baseball on any level, not executing pitches and plus counts. You shouldn't give up that many. I know the wind's blowing out a zillion. I get it. We're here. But the fact that, you go 9-2, strike the walk, just to give you a statistic, and you give up that many hits, it means you're throwing pitches that just don't have the right oomph, the right conviction to them. And I thought that's what happened. And I throw Stubbs in this too, because Stubbs is going to be super for us. But all 3 of those guys, they didn't baby pitches in the last game. And we got to rid ourselves of some of that. I know that certain guys got it in them, and we got to bring that out of them. And honestly, that falls upon myself and everybody that is involved with our guys. We just have to find ways to elevate them, whether that's to be on them harshly, whether that's to pull them aside and give them a hug, or that is just simply showing them, hey, this is very simple. This is what you just have to do better. And so. Yeah, we told them to just be better, and they were, and they had done the same thing the week before, so they can answer a challenge. That is certainly something we've learned.
And speaking obviously of challenges, coming up, y'all are going to have Georgia, a really big game. What are some changes that you're kind of hoping to see between this game and that game against Georgia? What are some of the things you're looking to kind of improve on before that?
I certainly think we just got to avoid the big inning. That's we've honestly thrown the rock too well to give up some of the runs, and sometimes games, listen, you have to make some decisions on who you throw and whatever. You know, you don't throw your Cy Young if you're down 7-1 sometimes, right? Like, so there's a little part of that. But what do I want to see? Look, you could say this. I know the next game's game 8. You're going to say it about the rest of the year. We play just only great teams. So it doesn't change our preparation necessarily, other than we just have to pack a bag because we're going to be on the road for like 6 days. But I just want to see us ready to fight. And honestly, I just want to see us throw the first punch. That tells me, you know, you're ready to go. When you go into these elite, you know, SEC programs, elite road games, whatever, you got to deliver a punch. You can't always, you know, resort to just trying to figure out a way. If you got to come out ready. You got to have somebody that's got the gall to attack early from a pitching, and you got to take some good swings and all that. So that's what I want to see as we embark on the next, I guess next 5 games are on the road, if my memory serves me correct. So, but we'll take tomorrow, reset ourselves, do a lot of just like self-coach, you know, information dives, and then we'll be ready to have a great practice here before we hit the road Tuesday night over to Athens.